Well, hey everyone, welcome back to another rainy day video. Yeah, it's raining, so we're not getting out on any adventures today, but I do have a topic to talk about with you. So, in the past, I had talked about the necessity of printing out your photos, especially your ones that you really want to keep, because of the fact of one power surge, one lightning strike, your hard drive can be gone and you could lose thousands of videos. You are less likely to have a house fire, a flood, a tornado, or a hurricane that will take away your printed photographs. So you need to be printing out your photos. Which brings up today's topic. I've never seen anybody make a video about what I'm about to discuss today, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it. So a lot of us have switched over to taking pictures on our cell phones. And when it comes to that, if something should happen to your phone, you will lose all your pictures unless they're being backed up to some sort of cloud service. The two most popular ones are Google Photos and Apple Photos. Now, my wife, she has lost her phone in the past, and by losing it, I mean breaking the screen and having to trade it in, or the phone just stops working. I have had phones stop working in the past. So if they're not being backed up to a cloud service, once this device breaks, you've lost all your photos. Also brings up something very concerning that I want to talk about cloud services. Now, Google and Apple are your largest ones when it comes to backing up your photos, so they're probably not going away anytime soon. But it can happen. Companies do go out of business. There were hundreds of companies from the 1980s, just after the internet started, all the way through now, where you could back up your whole entire computer to, and those companies are now gone. Usually they will give you some sort of notice and you can download and save your backups, but there's also been companies that shut down abruptly and you've lost everything in the cloud. So what I've done is I've gone through a select few of my photos that are important to me. I still got about a good 100 of them out on Google Photos that I need to go through. And I have actually ordered prints off of Google. It's very easy to do. I have the envelopes in front of me. They recently came in the mail. So we're going to check and see how good they actually come out. But first, I want to go over how easy it is to order prints off of Google. So I'm going to take my phone and let me unlock it first. Okay, and we're going to go under Google Photos, and I have a whole selection of photos in here. Let's get past the videos. So let's say this photograph right here is one that I want to take a print of. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, which is going to enlarge. Down here, this popped up that says order photo. I'm just going to click on that. Now I can order a photo book, which means I can select a bunch of photographs and arrange them in a book if I would like, and I can actually go through and design the book myself. I can click on a photo, I can edit it, I can add a text description if I'd like to, and then that'll show up in the book. Or, and don't save because I don't want to do that. Now that went away, so I can just scroll, bring this up here where I can see all these other options. Go over to order photo again, and I can choose a photo print. Here under photo print, I have the options of ordering what I would like. So if I click on 4x6, which is the default, I have all these options that I can select the size of this photo. And I can apply the size to all the prints down here, which basically means that I can go ahead and any other photo that I select, it'll apply that size. So that's basically how you go through and order them. Once I have it chose, I just click next. I can have my order shipped, and the standard price for a 4x6 for one is 18 cents. I can do a store pickup, which is a little more expensive, which is my local CVS or Walgreens. And then I would just click next, put in my credit card information, etc. So it's real easy to order off of Google Photos. So with that being said, I have ordered a bunch of set of prints. Now the one thing I will tell you is Google does not tell you who is printing these photographs. I've tried to research, I could not find anywhere. Now when I ordered my prints, the first envelope right here said it was, when it came time to shipping, it said it was being shipped out of Montgomery, Georgia. However, the label on it says Google Photos with a Greenwood, South Carolina address. The second envelope, which is my second order, said it was going to ship out of Fife, Washington, which is all the way on the other side of the country. However, the shipping label says Google Photos, Greenwood, South Carolina. So on their envelopes, they're just using a standard address. But when you're in your order where it says it's shipped from and you track your shipping, that's where it's coming from, but they don't tell you the lab. So we're going to go through, open up each of these envelopes, and we're going to see what the quality looks like. Now, I'm not going to scan them in because that's going to kind of defeat the purpose of showing you what they look like on the phone, and then taking the print and rescanned in, because basically at that point I'm just making a digital copy of a print that was a digital copy. So I just want to take a look at what they were from the point of being a digital copy to a print. Now I have not looked at these, as you can tell, so this is going to be the first time I see them as well. Alright, so they come packaged in cardboard, so I'm glad I got these today out of the mail because it is raining. I didn't want to let them sit there. They come in a standard envelope like you would get at your photo processing lab. Nothing further in the envelope. So the card on top, and I'm just going to cover up my address here, shows Google Photos and where it was shipped to. It says the date of the order number, the first photo, and the last photo. Okay. And actually these are out of order, so let's take a look here. So this one here is of my mom and her dog. Looks pretty nice and standard, like I would get. This one I would have to go back and check. The cropping could have been a little bit better, but that could have been the size of the original photo. I'd have to go back and check that. So actually these here are pretty nice. These are actually some pretty good prints. I like the color rendering of them. This was a collage that Google had actually made of all my dog's photos that I actually saved. It was actually in a memory. I went ahead and ordered a print of this collage, and I like how that came out. More of me fishing. My little guy. I miss him so much. Can't believe it's been 6 months already since I lost him, my little adventure buddy. Okay, so here's the problem right here. I'm going to have to reorder this one. Something came up with the cropping of it. It's not showing the full length of the fish. So be careful with what gets ordered. This one here looks a little bit blurry. I'm not sure why. That one came out good. Love the picture of that. That's me camping, and it looks like I was recording a vlog. Aww. Love how that came out. Okay, here's another issue. This one here was not cropped properly on the order. I'm going to have to reorder that. My niece came out good. Bridge in New Hampshire came out good. This one's okay. I think there was a little bit more down below, but that one's quite okay. Alligator down in Florida. This one was a screenshot, as you can tell, so don't expect much. So this one here was a digital copy of a digital picture. So I did not expect the quality to be much on that one. This one again looks like it has some cropping issues. I would have to double check that. Another one of my niece. That looks good. That one looks good. And again, another that one. They sent me two of that one. Alright, well, for some reason I think there was two of that one. So these here I will have to double check what the original looks like, because I think there's some cropping issues on those. Other than that, I mean, I think I'm pretty happy and satisfied as to what was ordered. Oops. This one got stuck to another one, so you didn't get to see that. That looks good. That was a pretty bad picture that was snapshotted from a video to begin with. So, but I wanted to keep that. Any other of these that got kind of stuck as I was flipping through them? It doesn't look like it. So, all in all, I think I'm pretty happy with that batch, with the exception of these three that I'm going to have to go back and double check. Because I know for sure on this one right here, you had the full tail. So I don't know what happened with that, but I'm going to have to reorder that one. All right. Take a look at the second envelope. Again, same type of packaging. Same type of information card on the top. Shows you the first and the last. And again, they're out of order between the first and the last. It looks like they just come out of the machine and reverse the order. And alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at these. Get that centered up there. Alright, pretty happy with that one. This here is a larger order, so probably not go through and show you all of them. Most of these here are pictures of my dog that I lost. Wanted to preserve the memory of him. Huh. I don't remember ordering that one, which was a screenshot. It's like I might have went through and ordered a few of these twice. I think what happened was I ordered the first order, but then I went through and I said, let me go through and order every single picture of my dog. That one there, for some reason, seems to be a zoomed in copy. I will have to double check that on my iPad. Other than a couple of cropping issues, I am like happy how this comes out. And again, you can see this here was actually a screen copy that my wife had sent to me. And that was not the best photo to begin with. He was such a ham. And here, even though he was totally blind, he absolutely loved his canoe ride. You can tell camping was one of his favorite things. He was absolutely passed out because all he did was walk all day. He actually fell asleep on that rock, and I had to take him off because he was getting hot. Yeah, it looks like I ordered a few of these several times and not meaning to. Okay, interesting. I didn't think I've did that, but apparently I did. Having a bad hair day. This is a dog that absolutely loved clothing. Alrighty, well, that's ordering off of Google Photos. So now I've got a lot of printed memories of my little adventure buddy that I've lost 6 months ago. Like I said, the only issues that I see are potentially these right here. The one with me and the snook. The one with me and the trout. And the fact that New Hampshire got cut off. So, other than that, I believe I'm pretty much satisfied with these. I can go ahead and delete them off my phone now, and make sure these are put in a secure place. Love that picture of him being with my backpack. That dog, as little as he was, used to do 9 to 12 miles every single weekend with me. Before he started slowing down, I had to retire him from the trail, and before he went blind on me. God, I miss that dog. 6 months already since I've lost him. But anyway, that's Google Photos. So, would I order again? Yes, I would. I like how they come out. They kind of came out true to how they looked on the phone. Very good quality of prints. Trying to see if I can read on the back here. So it was printed on Fujicolor Crystal Archive paper, but it does not say where. But yeah, I'm totally happy, and I will go through and order from Google again. So that's just a quick unsponsored review of ordering off of Google. Now, if you're asking about Apple, I will tell you in the past that when my seminary pastor was still alive, he had retired from the church, and unfortunately, nobody in the church did anything for him. Now, I didn't know that that was going to happen, that nobody was going to do anything for him, but I went ahead and ordered based on all the photos that I had from the 10 years of ministry that I spent in that church doing children's ministry. I had a bunch of photos. I've also went out on the internet, grabbed a bunch of photos of him in his army uniforms, because not only was he the pastor of the church in several churches, he was also the chaplain for the DAV, Disabled American Vets, on both the state and national levels. So I went ahead and grabbed a few of those photos as well, and created a nice soft, it was a hardcover, hardback photo book, but it had the soft squishy covering. I did a book of all the photos of the ministry, all the church photos and that, and he absolutely loved it. He started crying. So I can tell you ordering off of Apple is a very good service as well, because I've ordered them from the past. This is the first time ordering from Google, and other than 3 photos that one I'm going to have to go back and reorder, and 2 that I'm going to have to double check what they look like, I am completely satisfied. So I would order from Google Photos again. So make sure that you're ordering your photos and getting your prints of your most favorite memories, because a lot of people nowadays, they record, they shoot photos on their phones of their kids, of their everything, and those photos are just sitting on their phones. Yes, it's a great way to take photos. We're not talking about artistic photography or DSLRs or anything like that. We're just talking about family memories, and everybody takes photos on their phone. Everybody shares on the social media, but nobody thinks about the long term. You know, what happens if that cloud service goes away? What happens if your phone? We drop our phones every day. Screens break. Water gets in them. They stop working. You forget to turn on the settings to back up to Google Photos. You only got so much storage limit unless you want to buy storage. So, yeah, print your favorite memories. You know, even if you put them in a photo album, or you leave them in the protected envelopes and stick them in a storage box somewhere, preferably something that's not going to have moisture or exposed to sunlight or extreme heat. you will have these forever. I've got photos that are sitting in an album, actually sitting in a bunch of albums that are 30 years old. I've gotten family photos. I do have a photo video out there on printing your photos and saving your memories. And in that, I got sent a bunch of photographs from my family members of when my aunt died. She had a bunch of photos from when I was a kid. We're talking 40 years ago. I got sent photos by my family that my grandfather had, that nobody in the family wanted these photos. So they asked me, they're like, do you want to have these old photos? I was like, heck yeah, I'm a photographer. I document things. Yeah, I want these photos. They sent them to me. Some of these photos are probably 1950s. A lot of them are black and white. So I'm going to say probably the 1930s or 40, maybe 40s. Because my grandfather was young in some of those, and it appeared to be after he got married. So I'm going to say 1940. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2010, 20. Talking, some of these photos are, let's see, my grandfather passed away 75. So yeah, we're talking some of these photos could be 80 or 90 years old, and they're still viewable. Now, your Polaroid instant ones, yeah, they kind of degrade a lot quicker over time, but if you don't expose them to sunlight and you keep them in a secure place, they will last a little longer. So that's why I kind of question that Polaroids come back out with the Polaroid instant cameras, and Fuji's got the Instax that you can do instant, although the Instax say they have a 30 to 50 year archival if treated properly. That's all they rated at, but still 30 to 50 years is a long time to have photos. You find print photos in antique shops. I've worked at the Salvation Army. We've got some in that were class pictures from the 1920s, 1930s. You know, somebody had passed away or they cleaned out an apartment in a foreclosure, and we got all this stuff in. We tried to find the original owners. 90% of the time we could not find them to send this back, but they're from the 20s. They still look as good as the day they were printed if they're stored properly. So before you lose all those memories on your phone, print you out your photos. Very easy to order. Takes about 2-3 weeks. 18 cents a copy unless you're ordering something in large or a very special type of print for 18 cents. I will probably have my photos for the rest of my life, at least. So, I'm very happy with Google Photos, and I will order again. One quick note before I go. The cropping issues are actually my fault. This had nothing to do with Google. It's my fault. I went back and checked the photos. I ordered print. What happened was I was going through, clicking on all the photos I wanted to order, but I did not double check each photo, and because of the size, that's how it automatically cropped for the prints that I was actually selecting. So I went back and double checked. The cropping issue is my fault, so make sure that you check the photos and adjust the print area. So not Google's fault, my fault. So I just wanted to clear that up because I did check. Actually, let me get my phone and I can show you exactly what happened here. Alright. You'll find one of these photos real quick. One of the ones that I messed up. Right here. I'm going to choose this one here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I am going to select order photo, photo print. So as you can see what happened right here. It cut it off. What I should have done was I should have went in here and choose edit. And then I could adjust the print area, save it, and then now that's what would have ordered. So again, that was absolutely my fault. So on that note, be sure to double check what you're ordering, and we'll see you in the next video.